It's Annette at needlepointers.com. Today, I'm excited to show you how to make a pretty project any quilter would love. An adorable 9-patch bookmark. The 9-patch quilt block is one of the most classic quilters' designs, and now you can stitch it into a handy little bookmark. This project is the perfect scrap busting craft. You can use leftover plastic canvas pieces and yarn from other projects to create something new and useful. So let me show you how to make this 9-patch bookmark with plastic canvas. What you'll need to make this project is 7 mesh plastic canvas, scrap yarn, a plastic canvas needle, and scissors. For this project, I've made a chart to guide you. You'll find this chart on our website. Click the link in the description below to get it. Using your scissors, cut a piece of plastic canvas into a bookmark shape which measures 12 holes wide by 42 holes long. The first thing you will do is prepare the 9-patch squares by outlining them in your chosen yarn color. Thread your needle with the yarn. Start by using a continental stitch, a diagonal stitch, to stitch around the entire perimeter of the bookmark. You will begin in the right-hand corner by counting over 2 holes and then down 1 hole. Insert your needle through that hole, leaving a 1-inch tail which will be secured while you are stitching. For the continental stitch, you're going to make 1 stitch diagonally across the intersection. For the next stitch, come up right next to where you first came up, and again, make a diagonal stitch. What you're going to do now is stitch all the way across this row, down the one side, across the bottom, and up the other side, which will outline the entire bookmark. Next, we have to stitch 3 horizontal rows to form 4 boxes for the 9-patch squares. You can refer to the chart or count down 10 empty threads. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you're going to then stitch using the continental stitch a horizontal row right next to the stitch on the end. After you've stitched this, again count down 10 empty threads and stitch a horizontal row, and do that one more time, count down 10 and stitch a horizontal row. Now it's time to fill the bookmark with the 9-patch quilt block design using the Scotch stitch. Choose 2 yarn colors for the 9-patch design. One will be used for 5 squares and the other for the remaining 4. Thread your needle with the first color you want to use. We're going to start in the top left corner of the top box, and we're going to make a small stitch across here. Bring the needle up from the back, leaving a short tail that will be secured as you're stitching. Count over 1 and up 1 and make a diagonal stitch. For the next stitch, you're going to bring the needle up right below the stitch that you just made and work another diagonal stitch, but this time you're going to leave 1 space or 1 hole and make the stitch in the next hole. For the next stitch, you're going to again, right below the last stitch that you made, skip 2 holes, 1, 2, and make a stitch. Now we're going to start to decrease to make the Scotch stitch. you're going to insert the needle right beside the hole that was the last stitch. Bring it up, and this time you're going to skip one hole and put the needle down and through. Then you're going to go, the next stitch will be the hole right next to the last stitch, and then the hole that's right below. There you've made your first Scotch stitch, and you can see it's a little square. Now, count over 3 spaces to make the next one. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do the same process. We're going to go over 1 and up 1 to make the diagonal, short diagonal stitch. Go right under where you started the last stitch. Skip one hole and insert the needle in the next one. Pull through. We're again going to go right below the last stitch. Skip 2 holes, 1, 2, insert the needle. Now we're going to make the next stitch will be right, you put it in the hole right next to the last stitch. You skip 1 hole and over, and then you do the last stitch. You want to continue making Scotch stitches in this color for 5 times. You can follow the chart that I have provided for you so you know the placement of it. I'll let you see what it looks like when I'm finished. As you can see, I've finished the 5 Scotch squares for the 9 patch. Now switch to your second color of yarn and stitch the remaining 4 squares using that color. You're going to do the same process that you did before. A short one, then you're going to skip 1 hole, make another diagonal stitch, but this time you skip the 2 holes. Now we're going to square it up by decreasing the stitches. And continue that with the other 3. When finished, you'll have a full 9-patch quilt block design. Repeat this process to complete the remaining 3 boxes so that all 4 outline squares on the bookmark are filled with the 9-patch design. When all the 9-patch squares are stitched, use the overcast stitch to neatly cover the edge of the bookmark. To do that, you're going to secure the tail of whatever color you want to use around the outside. Insert the needle into the stitch and then bring it up from the back in each of the stitches along the edge. Do this all the way around. When you get to the corner hole, do 3 stitches in the corner hole. That way the corner will be covered completely, and then continue on stitching the overcast stitch. Your 9-patch bookmark is finished. While the front of the bookmark shows off pretty stitching, the back might look a little messy. You can finish the back neatly, like this one, by attaching a piece of felt. See our bookmark finishing tutorial on how to do this. A link to the video will be in the description section. This bookmark makes a wonderful, thoughtful, handmade gift for any quilter, or treat yourself. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please like, share, and comment. Subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. Visit our website, needlepointers.com, for lots of other free plastic canvas projects. While you are there, sign up for our weekly newsletter so you don't miss any future projects.